You ever sit in one of those ultra-modern boardrooms? The ones with the massive screens, perfect audio, and like not a single wire in sight. You just look around and it feels like absolute magic.
Yeah, it's intentionally seamless. As users, we want the technology to just work, completely invisibly.
Right. But if you were to say, pop a ceiling tile and look up, you'd see a literal highway of highly specialized, heavily regulated infrastructure. So welcome to today's deep dive. We are unpacking one very specific piece of that hidden highway for you today.
And it's a massive undertaking that most people never see, let alone understand the physics and regulations behind.
Exactly. Our mission today is to decode the DVIGear 65-meter multimode fiber optical plenum cable. And by looking at its source, a distributor called HDTV Supply, we are going to explore the invisible ecosystem of commercial AV procurement.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's unpack this because the specs on this specific cable are honestly intense. We are talking about a 50125 micrometer multimode fiber, 8 factory-terminated LC connectors, and it is a massive 65 meters long.
Which is a really huge run for a cable like this.
Oh, for sure. But the detail that really caught my eye is this Plenum-rated black jacket. Is that basically like putting the fiber optics inside a flame-retardant hazmat suit so it doesn't, poison the air supply during a fire?
Yeah, that analogy hits the mechanism perfectly, actually. In commercial buildings, the plenum space is the area used for air circulation, like above a drop ceiling.
Right, where the AC flows.
Exactly. If a fire breaks out, standard cable jackets burn rapidly, and they release highly toxic smoke directly into the AC system. So a plenum rating means the jacket is manufactured with very specific fire-retardant materials.
So it's basically life safety equipment.
And it is. It acts as life safety equipment to prevent that toxic spread.
That is wild. Here is where it gets really interesting for me, though. We throw around terms like multimode fiber and LC connectors, but how do they actually handle the data for these massive boardroom screens?
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture of data transfer, multimode simply means the cable core is wide enough to bounce multiple light waves simultaneously.
So it's like a multi-lane highway instead of a single lane.
Yeah, exactly. It handles massive data loads by sending different streams of light at various angles, which is perfect for the shorter distances inside a single building.
Okay, I get that. And what about those LC connectors? Why does it matter that they are factory terminated?
Oh, that is crucial. Splicing glass fiber in the field is basically microscopic surgery.
Wait, really?
Yeah, if the alignment is off by even a fraction of a millimeter, you suffer massive signal loss. Factory termination ensures that precise alignment and low loss are locked in before the cable ever even hits the job site.
Wow. Okay, so to sell a cable that acts as life safety equipment in a federal building and requires that level of microscopic precision, you can't just set up a basic online storefront. What kind of clearance does a vendor like HDTV Supply actually need?
Well, this is where the vendor database sources reveal a lot.
Yeah.
HDTV Supply isn't some startup. They have a 25-year history.
Right, they've been around.
Yeah, but more importantly, they operate on federal GSA schedules and are integrated with the NASA SUAP program. They also specified that they offer TAA-compliant products.
Okay, let's clarify TAA-compliant for a second. That essentially means the gear meets strict U.S. government security and procurement standards, keeping foreign spyware out of federal infrastructure, right?
That is the core of it, yes. TAA compliance dictates that products must be manufactured or substantially transformed in the United States or, a designated safe trade country.
It's like a mandatory security filter for federal boardrooms.
Exactly.
Okay, but looking at these sources, something doesn't add up here. They have NASA-level clearance and strict federal integration. But there's a review here from July 2026. A user named JS is complaining about surprise shipping and handling charges at checkout. How does a 25-year-old enterprise vendor stumble on basic e-commerce checkout expectations?
What's fascinating here is the collision between modern consumer habits and the stark reality of B2B infrastructure. We are used to digital storefronts where shipping a paperback book is free and instantaneous.
Right, like 2-day free shipping on everything.
Exactly. But we are talking about 65 meters of specialized fire-rated glass and metal. The freight realities are heavy, they are complex, and highly variable.
Ah, so you can't just flat rate ship a massive spool of fiber optic cable.
No, not at all. Though, to their credit, HDTV Supply publicly replied to that review, accepting the feedback to improve transparency around those costs.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? We have gone from the microscopic physics of bouncing light waves to strict federal security standards, all the way down to the everyday frictions of buying enterprise hardware.
It really raises an important question about our expectations.
Mm.
We demand seamless technology, but the physical reality of logistics, strict building codes, and massive infrastructure is anything but simple.
Absolutely. So the next time you sit in one of those flawless high-tech boardrooms, take a second to look up and ask yourself, as our video resolutions inevitably jump from 4K to 8K and beyond, how soon until the massive invisible highway above your head is completely out of date and needs to be ripped out all over again?
It's a huge undertaking.
It really is. And honestly, you have to wonder who had to pay the surprise shipping costs to get it there in the first place.